My soul. Ooh. My soul, no, it's um, probably rusский, a Russian soul. um, People say, yeah, I think maybe you have Russian soul, you know, like I put on Russian clothes, and they think I'm Russian. For me, I always, and this is one of the problems, especially when you in a new country and you have a language barrier, is I like to talk about deep things about life. I'm not talking about, you know, sport or what that person's wearing, their clothes. I want to talk about deep philosophical things. And Russia is the perfect place because Russians like to think. Your language is designed to think. There's quite a big difference between the English language and the Russian language. See, English is a spoken language, and Russian is a written language. It's a very old language. English really is only about 500 years old, about the time of Shakespeare, and English is a very specific language. It's very good for science, to talk about describing something in very detail, measure something. With Russian language, and this then affects the personalities and how people are, Russian is an abstract language. So it's figurative. You paint a picture. So, like for example, like in English, I go. You know, in Russian, you know, я пошел, я пойду, я приду, and there are so many variations and stuff. But it's painting a picture. It's not exact. The person has to understand. Like we have in English, we have, you know, we have more than 12 tenses. In Russian, basically, you've got really 3, but you still have those other tenses. But you painting a picture of them. You're not actually can't actually describe them. Time does not change. You cannot express yourself that way, but you paint a picture for the other person so that they understand. This is why Russian is a very rich language, and very great for literature. And so even when I'm thinking in Russian, I'm thinking differently to when I'm thinking in English. Russian is a lot more closer to Asian mentality and things like that, rather than even the Orthodox Church in Russia is different. You know, is different to Catholic and Protestant, in terms of their thinking about God and thinking about life and everything else. It's quite different, and so this affects how people are, and just even by language. Language has such an impact here.